Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome in. Please subscribe. Click the bell to receive the notifications before you leave. We're going to do June of 2020. We're going to do Virgo's reading. I don't know how far into June I want to do these, so we'll just give it a general June. This is the moon cycle of waxing crescent. Currently, we're in Libra moving into Scorpio. Probably by the time I upload these videos, it'll be going into Scorpio. But the full moon will be on Friday, June 5th. This is very important because this is going to be in Sagittarius and it's the lunar eclipse. It's the lunar eclipse, June 2020 astrology. It's impulsive and angry because the moon is square of Mars. Now, I spoke about this a couple of weeks back, I think 2 weeks or maybe even 3 weeks back in some of the readings about how it was coming and it was going to be a very interesting time. Well, that time is here. Yes, it's very interesting. Unfortunately, what this means is it has impulsive and angry energy. That's just kind of what this time means. Also, we're going to have the moon is going to be opposite of Venus retrograde, which that is going to be a bad omen for love relationships. So again, we have forces fighting each other. The lunar eclipse is also going to bring other things which I won't speak about on the channel, but if you would like to Google it, all you need to do is Google lunar eclipse astrology and it should pop up if you look into it a little enough. But always remember, I do have some good news that with this lunar eclipse, it helps to alleviate excessive bad emotional baggage. It's going to help, if you do the right meditation and the right cleanses, it can help cleanse you from at least 6 months of past baggage. So you can also utilize this time very much in a positive aspect for yourself and your energy field. So I do recommend in doing that. Okay, Virgo. This reading's not going to resonate with everybody because it is just a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Cross watchers, definitely welcome on my channel. I do not mind. Let's go ahead and look into Virgo and see how Virgo is doing. This is going to be my Who's Coming Towards You readings. I did a couple of those last month and I really liked the responses, so we're going to continue to do that. So Virgo, this is going to be your Who is Coming Towards You for June of 2020. Let's see what we got going on for Virgo. Okay. All right. So I just did Pisces reading. They had a communication cards going on. I see communication cards with you too. This is interesting to me. The first card that came up was King of Cups, and for me it really felt Cancerian. So if any of you are dealing with a Cancer or a water sign in general, now it doesn't have to be, but if any of you can relate to having a water sign around, I definitely feel that card very strongly. Otherwise, that card is definitely going to resemble somebody who has been thinking a lot. It's an emotional card as well, but it's somebody who has power. They have a substance. They've got purpose, power, legitimacy. Okay, this is somebody who has things, they're doing a lot of thinking. Well thought out is, I guess, a good term to use. Now, while they're trying to think this out and kind of map this out in their mind, I'm feeling like for some of you, you might be dealing with a possible long-term relationship for some of you. This is the traveling card. If that doesn't resonate, there could just be traveling in your future. This could also be completing a cycle. For some of you, you could have completed a cycle recently at some point in your life. This could have been losing a loved one, losing a relationship, but it's ultimately completing a cycle. I do get the feeling of long-term relationship. Long-term relationship could be anywhere from like maybe just a different town to a different state to even a different country. So, and I do feel like strategically about thinking about this, that's kind of why it's being so methodically thought out. Now, we have the Seven of Swords, so there has been some deceivery, some foolery, just dishonesty behind someone's back, just someone isn't being completely honest about something. There's just something being withheld. This could be you, this could be the other person, not pointing fingers. But there's just dishonesty somewhere happening. On the bottom of the deck, I do have the Three of Wands. Underneath the Three of Wands, the Lovers. Underneath the Lovers, I hate when this happens, the Two of Cups in the reverse. Underneath the Lovers and the Two of Cups in the reverse is the Nine of Pentacles. So if you follow this pattern, for some of you, could be dealing with twin flame energy, because it could be on again, off again. Love affair is going on here. It says this no communication, on again, off again. You know, being single, representing being single, making those decisions, those changes. So for some of you, you could be not talking right now. You really could be on the outs, and it's because somebody was being dishonest. So I'm going to just clarify these cards, and we'll get down to a little bit more detail and see if what's really going on here. Let's see why the King of Cups is here. This is for Virgo. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. So somebody is tired of working so hard and diligently for something. So one of the things that this person is thinking about is that they're tired of working so hard. Like they want to quit doing something that they put a lot of hard work and time into. They just kind of want to quit doing it. They don't want to do it anymore. Let's see if we can get another card on that with this King of Cups for Virgo. Three of Swords in the reverse. So it's just heartbreak. Somebody wants to detach away from the heartbreak. They want to move away from putting so much time, work, and effort into something, and they're methodically thinking this out. Very emotional too, of course. The King of Cups card is being very, very emotional. Tears have been shed. Somebody has a broken heart. Somebody's heart has been broken. And once again, just not working towards those goals, not working towards that relationship anymore because it's over for some of you. So let's see why the World card is here. This is for Virgo. Four of Cups in the reverse. So is reluctancy upon maybe an offer, just reluctancy in general. Somebody is not very satisfied. They're not very happy with outcomes. They're not happy with what's going on. Fours is 1 and 1. And it's just something that is, it's unfortunately part of your destiny, right? Especially because as that pairs with the World card, unfortunately, this is literally just part of your completion. It's part of your cycle. It's just something that you have to go through. It's written in the stars. This is just part of your path. And maybe you don't want to accept that. Somebody doesn't want to accept that's the truth because it's hard, and it definitely is hard. All right, let's see why the Seven of Swords is here for Virgo. Five of Pentacles in the reverse. So that dishonesty, it caused the breakup. That dishonesty caused somebody to feel left in the cold, abandoned. This relationship didn't work out. It's done. There was a breakup, and that's what caused it, the dishonesty. Let's get another card on that Four of Cups and the World card for Virgo. Let's get one more card. High Priestess in the reverse. So could be lacking intuitively. Could be struggling to sink into your divine intuitive connection. I was seeing in the previous reading with Pisces that, you know, right now is a really good time to actually do some meditation, because I feel like the energy is really heavy, and maybe some of you quite possibly have forgotten that it's just so important right now to self-care. Self-care. you should kind of get away from your cell phone for a little while, get away from the news and the television, and just really get some time to yourself and do some self-care, some self-healing, self-meditation. I feel like that's really super important right now. So if any of you are lacking that, I feel like the tarot is trying to tell you that you should self-care, because, you know, having a broken heart and going through the state of the world is heavy. And so self-care, I feel like, is very important. So Virgo, I'm going to leave that reading right there with you guys. And if you would like an extended reading or a more detailed going into this, go ahead and just send me an email and we can set that up for you. And I'll see you guys on the next one, okay? And take care and be safe.